Hey guys, so today I'm going to share with you all my makeup declutter, my new makeup collection that is really pared down and wonderful, and I'm still struggling with a couple of areas, and we'll kind of get through that as we go through it together. But I'm going to sort of give you some of my best decluttering tips, how I cleaned out my makeup from a person who normally was like hanging on to everything. I thought I was collecting every MAC item that I'd ever received or over the year. I mean, it was ridiculous. My 2 IKEA cabinets had just become completely ridiculous. Basically, I have a vanity area, which most of you guys are familiar with. I keep things that I use most of the time. And my day-to-day makeup, I keep them here. And I sort of, if I want to try something different, I'll sort of swap things out from my big stash in my IKEA cabinets. But over the years, it just got ridiculous. And I was hanging on to things with the sort of like justification of, oh, I might need these for a tutorial, so I need to have all these different colors and all these things. Well, then I realized in tutorials, I'm just gonna use things that I like anyways, not things that have been stashed in a cabinet that I'm not really genuinely using, you know what I mean? I also found it ridiculous that I was hanging on to a lot of MAC items that are just old. I had kept every single paint pot, every single fluid line, every single little paint and all of the old colors that you can't get anymore and the shade sticks, and I was thinking I need to keep these because you can't get these anymore. Am I ever going to use them? Ew, no, they're old. Why would I use them? But I wanted to keep them for some inexplicable reason, and that whole mentality just totally left me. Like, I wanted to get rid, like, I'm so happy that I got rid of all that crap because it's like, what am I collecting it for? I don't care, you know? So I'm gonna take you through and show you all the drawers. I'm gonna give you tips as I go on how to clean out everything, things that I got rid of. I'm gonna sort of show you some of the things that I got rid of. I just feel like it was a good point to do that, and I've been really wanting to clean out everything. My biggest fear in life, one of my biggest fears in life, is like becoming a hoarder. And I like my home to be just very like, I don't like clutter, I don't like storage. We have a lot of space for storage in this house, but we don't have much of it because if I just don't like storing things, and I don't like having unnecessary things in the house. And but my makeup collection was just the total opposite. It was just like a hoarder's paradise. And it's just something disgusting to hoard because it's sick when you think about it. Like I said, there's still a couple of things that I am struggling with, and I'll sort of go through that. This can be pared down so much more. Like but I got I think an amazing start, so I'm really excited about it. The number one thing before we get into it is expiration and old crap. That is not even a question. If you look in there and you see a bunch of paint pots, or you see a bunch of fluid lines that are dried out, or you see things that you know are liquid that you've dipped a brush in and used it on your eyes, or liquid liners, that's even grosser because the little applicator rests in there and grows bacteria, lip glosses, what am I trying to say, mascaras, things like that are so disgusting. And it's like, really, nobody should be hanging on to those things past like when you're using. So that's my goal, is to not hoard a bunch of lip glosses. And I got rid of so many lip glosses that were just colors that I wasn't using, because you know, over the years, as MAC has sent me a lot of things too, it's things that I wouldn't have normally picked out, but things that I just end up saving and I never use. So I'm gonna get better about sort of dispersing those items. A lot of people have asked me to do a blog sale or a giveaway. Technically, you're not supposed to sell the things that you are sent or comped from companies. You know, they send you those things for marketing purposes only, and it's not something that I should be making money off of. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's definitely not something, like if I sold it, and it's not something that I should be, I think, giving away, because that in turn brings me gain by having a lot of channel views, and that turns into money. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel right about that. Companies don't like that. That's generally a no-no. So if I'm going to do a giveaway, it's going to be something that I go out and buy, and I will do something like that soon because I haven't done anything like that in a long time. So I'll just get things that are good, not things that I'm giving away that I don't like. You know what I mean? I'll just get things that I like to give to you guys. Expiration is the biggest thing. Use your gut. If it's something that you haven't used in a while, you probably aren't going to use it. Get rid of it. I'm not saying you need to be wasteful and just trash everything. If something's expired, nobody wants that. You know, throw it away. Or if it's something that you've used, like a liquid or something, you know, nobody needs to be using those things. But if it's something that's fairly new, give it to a friend, or you know, do something like that. That's always nice, and people, you know, always love getting different things to try. So that's what I'm going to do with a lot of the things, but a lot of it was just trash, which is disgusting. So I'm going to take you through and show you that. I'm going to show you my little area here and how I've sort of cleaned it out too and pared it down. So let's go ahead and get started. So of course my makeup area is in my closet. This is my Alex little 9-drawer unit. I have my perfume and stuff on top. This is 2 of the 6-drawer. Did I say 9-drawer? They're 2 of the 6-drawer units stacked up. The 9-drawer ones are about half of the size, and they're real skinny, and they're a lot taller. So I just liked these because I thought they were a little fatter and wider and may have held the makeup better. I don't know. I can see the pros of both. But first, I haven't even touched this drawer. This is makeup brushes. I have not even touched this. I've got eye brushes and stuff in here. Face brushes. This is still kind of a mess. Not concerned with that right now though. Eyelashes. These are all fairly new. These are all Ardell's that I got from, well, most of them are. There's some over here that are MAC and different brands, but Ardell sent me a ton of these after IMATS last year. I really do love these, so definitely don't need any false lashes. Definitely don't need to purchase any of those. This is where I'm struggling. These pigments I really don't like. I don't like loose eyeshadows, so I'm thinking about getting rid of all of these and putting these in a pile to give away to a friend or to somebody. I don't know. I just know I don't use these, but I just couldn't at the time justify getting rid of these, although looking at them I probably will. I just can't think of the last time I used those, and that's a good thing to think of. Like, when was the last time you used it? If you don't know, then get rid of it. Right here I have mascaras that are new. This is from that, what's it called? When the Nordstrom did the Friends, not Friends and Family, but they did the Mascara Madness thing. I have a new Anastasia Brow Gel. All these are brand new. I don't keep mascaras, or used mascaras don't go back into this drawer. I usually just like to have one really nice one open, maybe 2. All of this is brow stuff. Brow pencils, just all different sorts of brow things. I have a lash curler, another little lash curler. I don't really use lash curlers, but again, I could probably get rid of that, but I think it's always good, I guess, to have one. This is all brow stuff. I need to get into my new Sigma Brow Kit. I have not even hardly tried those out yet. This is all of my brow stuff, and I haven't really been using this, the Dip Brow Pomade, lately. It's just something that I haven't been using, and I may need to get rid of that. I don't really like the way it looks on my brows. It just looks like paint. This is eyeshadows. So these are all the loose eyeshadows that I have. It's a lot, I know. But I did pare down a lot of things. I got rid of things that I had not reached for in a long time. All of those little special edition MAC quads and things that I do not use, and I can't think of the last time I ever used them. These are all of the empty little NARS duos that I depotted, and I do have a video on that. So if I ever want to get them out of my Z palette and travel with maybe just like a couple, I can put them back in here. So I do keep those. I think that's nice. These are all of my individual MAC eyeshadows. I love MAC eyeshadows, so I keep those. Now, this is where I'm struggling. I know that some of these things are good to keep, I guess, but I have like my Hello Kitty little palette, which I think that's sweet to keep. I have this thing that was like, do y'all remember this? I forgot what it was even called, but it was that MAC collection that came out. What does that say? I don't even know what that says. That everyone, like, it's just something crazy that came out, and it kind of like sold out really quick, and I just remember always thinking like, oh, you know, that's cool to keep. Heatherette, you know, just cute little things, and I'm hanging on to these things, and I don't like it that I'm hanging on to them, but I guess that's okay because I guess there's not that many of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Like, I don't think I'm gonna ever use them, so why do I have them? It's like I'm just saving them. So that's what I'm struggling with. I really pared down my Dior little quads, or not quads, there's 5 colors. I got rid of the colors that I don't like. This one, that's the Mystic Smokes. I'm not going to open everything, but that's a really pretty one. And then a lot of the other ones are in my little makeup drawer that I use all the time. I kept my Sigma eyeshadows because I do like these. I think that it's a ton of different like variety, and some of the colors are really unique and they're a good formula, so I did keep all of those. These are called MAC Mineralized eyeshadows, and that's something that I think I can pare down. I think I can come back and look through these because these are some of the shadows that I really don't like. So, like, okay, like these that look like that are just usually no good. But then the ones that look like this, that have like a bit of a separation, that look less chunky and a little just more like pretty, like with a sheen, these are usually good. So I need to go through and get rid of all of the ones that look like this. So again, something else that can be done. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you just know you just don't like the formula of something, get rid of it, because you're not going to like start liking it. Another little MAC thing, these Jane eyeshadows are really good. I don't use them near as much as I should, but since I do like these, I did keep them. I kept my little Marc Jacobs Lolita palette, my Wet n Wild colors, which I think are really good. These are just a couple of drugstore things that I really like, and then Urban Decay, those are just a couple of things that I like. So I think I did pretty good. I got rid of a ton of my MAC little duos and quads, things that I just do not reach for. They might be beautiful, but I just don't reach for them. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, I think I can get rid of some more things, but this is my palettes. These are my palettes. So all my matte colors I pretty much kept. I have some of these, and you know, these little quads that I can remove and put different colors in, like when I travel and stuff. Back there I have a Makeup Forever palette that I never put anything in. I say that every time I do a video like this. Some of my Sigma palettes, my Naked palettes, the Naturally Pretty It palette, one of my very favorites. Chocolate Bar, one of my very favorites. Lorac Pro. Again, everything that I'm showing you are things that I really like. So it's nice that I can look in here and know that I like all of this. My Z palette that I kind of have here so I can reach for it quickly if I need it. My Urban Decay Smoked palette, which I really like. I don't use it that often, so I feel like I need to get rid of it, but something's telling me to keep it. All of these Coastal Scents palettes, which I look at them and they're beautiful on the inside, but I just don't reach for them much. But I still haven't brought myself to get rid of those. This is where the biggest change probably occurred. This is all of my lipsticks. Now I need to get, I think, one more of these containers and maybe like put it right here. I got these on eBay, so this is by far the best one that I've ever had. This one holds 60, so if you were gonna search that, it would be like a 60. It has like these two little things on the side. These are just really nice. And then I have a couple of these, but they're not as deep, so the lipsticks sort of flop around. Now I could go through my MAC lipsticks. Most of these products are MAC. Like I have a MAC lipstick problem. Like I love them. I got rid of any of them that smelled. So that was my first thing. Like I said, my very first justification, or my very first criteria of getting rid of things, is if it's old. So usually with MAC lipsticks, if you open them and smell them, they have a very distinct vanilla smell, or they have like a bit of a crayonish smell. And if it smelled off just the slightest, I threw it away. I mean, it's just gross. So a lot of these colors I know I can go through and maybe get rid of some more. Not all of these are MAC. I kept a lot of my Chanel Rouge Coco Shines because I absolutely love those. A lot of different things. Things that I still need to get rid of though. I mean, I know that there's a lot of colors that I probably don't use. Like there's probably a million reds and I never wear reds. There's probably a ton of those like dark, crazy plum colors that I never wear that I need to get rid of. I did pare down my lip liners. So I kept ones that weren't, I mean, I still need to get rid of some of these reds, I think. See, I mean, there's still things that I need to do, but when you see how much I got rid of, it's nuts. Kept some of, you know, some different lip products that I like. These are the MAC Mateen lipsticks, a lot of those. A lot of these are the Pro Longwear and the Sheen Supremes. Lip glosses. These are ones that are non-MAC, that are fairly new, that are still good. These are MAC ones that are okay. Some of them I probably do need to get rid of, but I smelled all of them, and if they smelled again the least bit off, then I threw them out. And all these smelled good, but I know a lot of them probably could be thrown out. But I kept them because I liked the color. Now back here, again, I'm struggling. I've got like so many of these like limited edition things, and it's just like, what do I do? Like, I want to get rid of them, but something's telling me not to. So I don't know. Do y'all remember this? Oh my gosh, when Estee Lauder did the Tom Ford collaboration like years and years ago, like, oh my gosh, I was probably in, I dare like say high school, maybe not, maybe it was college. I'm hanging on to this. Will I ever use it? No, it's old and gross, but I can't get rid of it. What's wrong with me? This is progress, my friends. I am really excited about it nonetheless. And there's still a lot of things I could get rid of. So again, going in phases is a good idea too. This is another big change. So I got rid of all of my MAC fluid lines that were old. I kept all my new Sigma gel liners, which I still need to try out. I kept my a couple of new fluid lines that I had. Any new, you know, some IT liners, this Tarte liner that's a half and half that I really like. Those back there are the Sigma base kits that I have not opened because I have them all separately. I love these. You will notice there are no paint pots in here except for like, I think there's like 3 or 4. I got rid of all of my paint pots, y'all. Like, they were disgusting. Half of them stunk because, you know, paint pots have a distinctive sort of yummy smell too. Half of them smelled really bad, or they were separating from the edges. They were like, they just had that gummy feeling where they just don't blend, you know? But all of these are still really great. These stay pretty fresh because there's an extra little thing on the inside. I got rid of pretty much every liquid liner I own, other than the ones that are on my vanity area that I actually use a lot of, that I'm using currently. Separated these into colors, pencil liners, and more basic colors. And with pencil liners, I say keep the ones that you can sharpen, because you can always sharpen away any of the dryness. If you look at one and it looks dried out, you can usually sharpen it and it'll be creamy again. That also gets all the bacteria off of it too, if you've had it for a while, which is kind of gross, but that's true, it works. Any of the ones that sort of roll up, those do dry out a lot quicker. So I got rid of pretty much all of them that roll up. And any colors that are just, see, there's still like, okay, green. Am I ever gonna wear this? Probably not. I always think though, maybe for a costume party or maybe for a special occasion. Does that ever happen? No. This is my blush drawer. I got rid of all of my cream blushes because I don't like cream blushes, and they're in here usually for a reason because I never use them. So I got rid of all my cream blushes, and again, that's a product that kind of dries out and gets old. I kept most of my powder blushes. I have all my MAC ones. I have my Tarte Amazonian clay ones that I love. I have my Hourglass that I love. And I sort of like interchange these. Like right now in my vanity I have like 1 or 2 of these, and I have like 1 or 2 of these, and then I just sort of swap them out so that I can sort of use them all. And then I have my Benefit boxed powders, which I do not use that often. Maybe I should. I have a NARS Extra. This is an Orgasm that's new, and I'm using up the last bit of my older one, but most of my NARS blushes I use a lot, so they're in my vanity. MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, sort of highlight powders, bronzers, beauty powders. I got rid of a lot of beauty powders, ones that were weird that I just did not like. Again, some of these I'm keeping for the packaging. Is that weird? Kind of. This one I think can go because I didn't really care much about the Wonder Woman stuff. But that is pretty. So I don't know. But I did get rid of probably about 5 beauty powders. And I got rid of probably about, gosh, I got rid of a lot of mineralized skin finishes. My Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. I have those in here, and I have one that I'm using in my vanity. And again, I just sort of switch all those out. And then these are more bronzers. I got rid of some of my bronzers that were just old, or ones that I knew did not look good on my skin tone, like ones that I always thought looked too orange or too brown. And then these are some things that are like contouring. This is kind of old, but I really like it. It's sort of when they did the half and half. I need to just buy those colors separately. I've got my Anastasia contour kit, but I found things that work better than this though. So I don't know, I probably just need to toss that. I've got a couple of different little things that I can use for contouring and highlighting. Foundations. I do not hang on to foundations at all. You can see, I mean, all of these that I have are fairly new products, like my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, my Tarte. I just do not hang on to liquids that I don't like. I have a lot of powders, a lot of different ones that are new. My Mineralized Skin Finish Natural that I really love in different shades. This, I wasn't too crazy about. It's an IT, sort of like a liquid foundation in a compact. I still haven't really bonded with that. A lot of different like setting powders, things that I like. I love this La Mer powder foundation, but it's the wrong color. But I do keep it because I can wear it sometimes. But again, it may be a little old, so I might get rid of it soon. I have some sponges back there, some more powder foundations, things that I like still. I still really love that. I just haven't been using it as much lately. I like that more in the winter, I think I have discovered. All these are those new Anastasia concealers, which I haven't really tried that much. And nail polish. I have cleaned out a lot of this. I got rid of a lot of things that just looked old, things that I knew were old. But a lot of these, I mean, I got rid of a ton of my MAC nail polishes because they always stain my fingernails, even with a base. I just am not a fan of a lot of MAC nail polishes, so I thought I need to get rid of them. I could probably get rid of a lot more, but you can see, I mean, they were totally full. This is probably like the amount I've gotten rid of. So I feel like I've done pretty well. I can, like I said, do a lot better, but I feel like it's a good start. Now over at my Vanity, it's not super clean. I need to like clean the actual surface of the table, and I could still probably straighten it up a little better, but I have some brushes over there that need to be washed. But basically I keep things that I like to use a lot. I've got a lot of things that wouldn't fit in my little drawer where I keep most of my things, which I'll show you in a minute, that I use day to day. That doesn't really fit in there too well. I've got some little products back there that I want to make it a point to use. All my brushes, some lip products that I'm using a lot. For some reason I like to keep my mascaras out, brow stuff, little just things in tubes, eyeliners, my foundation, just little things. And then I've got an extra camera battery. Again, I need to clean this table. And some of my palettes that I'm using lately. And then this is sort of my most used makeup drawer. So I've got a bunch of eyeliners. Lately I have been using a lot of pencil liners. I've been really sort of enjoying that look. Some bases that I really like. Again, I got rid of anything that was in a tube. I meant to say I got rid of all of my MAC paints. This is a new one that I do like this one. It's Bare Canvas. I do like that one a lot, but I got rid of all of my old ones and all of like the limited edition colors you can't get anymore, the discontinued colors. I just didn't care. I mean, I'm not going to use them. All my shade sticks, they were just dried out and gross. My Laura Mercier ones were still really good. Granted, they're a lot newer than my MAC shade sticks, but you know, good stuff. Face things that I use pretty often. Again, I need to clean out these because they kind of get dirty with all the makeup floating around. Lip products that I'm using currently. Blushes. These are my little, it's my ambient lighting powder, my Laura Mercier that I use a lot. I've got all my Chanel blushes in here. I've got 4 of them. And 3 NARS blushes. A couple blushes that I'm trying to really use up. I want to use that one up. A couple of Hourglass blushes. Like I said, I'll sort of switch these out with ones in the big cabinet from time to time. And then these are eyeshadows. I've really been enjoying this Tarte, this big thing. What's it called? The Rainforest After Dark. I've really been enjoying this. This is really pretty. So that's good. But I just have a lot of like eyeshadows that I reach for a lot. My grayish, and then my rosy tan is actually in my purse because I did my makeup in the car the other day. So that's all of that. So like I said, there is still a lot that I can definitely do, and I think going through and sort of talking about it sort of helped me realize like I need to go back and sort of go through my loose eyeshadows. I'm never going to use those. I'm not a loose eyeshadow person. Like I just don't like them. And that's really what you should think of. You need to keep things that you like. It's your collection. Don't keep things for the sake of thinking, oh, I might use these like in a video or something. I mean, because I'm gonna only use things I like anyways. So gotta get rid of that. Some of my mineralized eyeshadows. I can definitely get rid of more lip glosses. I just want to get to the point where my lip glosses are all right here. Like, I don't need to be storing lip glosses. I need to get it down to my same mentality as I have with mascaras. So it's just gross. Lip glosses gross me out. Even if they're just mine, even if I cringe when I see like giant collections of lip glosses, my own included. So I need to get rid of a lot more of that. Lipsticks don't bother me as much. Again, they do go bad, but you just have to know like when you've gotten them and sort of just get rid of them as you notice that they're changing or that they're not wearing the same. But what defines your collection is going to be different than mine, than everybody else. Some people really like to hang on to all of their limited edition things, and that's their collection, and that's totally cool. Whether they go bad or not. I mean, you don't have to use them. I mean, if you want that to be your collection, that's fine, but that's not really how I think about it. Like, I just think that stuff's cool. I know I can't get it anymore, but it's old. So I'm really wanting to like throw it away. But I'm really torn with a lot of that kind of stuff. And nail polishes are always hard for me too. So I'm really trying not to buy any more nail polishes because I've got like every color that I would ever need. And I need to get rid of even more. So I think that was a good starting point. I literally have a trash bag, like a kitchen trash bag full of old stuff. From lipsticks, eye stuff, like I said, all of my old paint pots and stuff. And some of my old paint pots and stuff I'm gonna back to MAC, like things that were sort of empty and disgusting. And I mean, I've got so many things to back to MAC, it's ridiculous, but it's like, do I need more stuff? Like, what? So I may just take it and have them recycle it and then just not get anything for free, I don't know. Or I might get the stuff and then like do a giveaway or something, like with the back to MAC stuff. Like a bunch of lipsticks, that's a really good idea. But there's definitely room to continue this clean out. It may not look that dramatic for you, but I have a trash bag full of stuff that I got rid of. So I'm really proud of that. And then probably enough to fill another trash bag of things that I'm gonna just like give away. So I'm proud of myself. I think that was a good start. Again, I've still got a long way to go. Hope this helps you and maybe like inspires you to not hang on to so many things that you know you're not going to use. I think that's just like a healthy habit to get into. If something's expired, throw it away. Don't buy a whole lot of things when you know they're going to go bad. So while I cleaned out, I did place an order at Sephora for a couple of lip products because as I got rid of a ton of stuff, and I think I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of all of the rest of those MAC lip glosses because I don't think I'm gonna use them. I realized, okay, well now I actually need lip gloss. So I got just a couple of things that I know I'm gonna just really use those and not just repurchase a whole bunch of crap before I use up a lot of things. And lately I have used up a lot of lip glosses. So that's how I justified that. But yeah, that's it. I know this was a crazy long video, but that was a lot of stuff to get through, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll find it helpful and get inspired to clean out. It's fun. It's really fun. It makes you feel like so much lighter and I feel good. So again, I hope you enjoyed it and I will talk to you later. Bye.